What's up, everybody? Hello. Sorry, I was just eating some Chipotle, but I'd just like to say,
What's up?
how's everybody doing today? We have another promo stream, but it's going to be different. If you guys saw our stream yesterday, it was a lot of fun. I had my boy Tommy, a.k.a. Tommy the Kid Patterson, on drawn. This is something we've been wanting to do for a while, to get all you people familiar with him and his art style, and he wanted to, help out, as they say, grab an oar and start paddling. So he's going to be on today, drawing some kick-ass Forsaken Gods 2 characters. Let's say hello to everybody before we get our guests in today. Odd Job was the first one in. What's up, Odd Job? Yeah, I just ran to get some food, rushed home, created this thumbnail, which I don't know how I can't really show the thumbnail by myself in here, but we'll see it in a second. You guys, I'm sure, have seen it. And then made the stream. Admiral Wackass is here, Creators Outlet. Smash that like button. Appreciate it. Nighthawk is here. General Piggy, what is up, General Piggy? Thank you for your service. I appreciate it, man. Rand is also here. Yeah, so I tweeted this out just now, tagged the boys in there. And if you guys are on Twitter, definitely retweet that. Let's get some more people in here. We'll be going, well, it seems like we usually do these shows for 30 minutes, but it seems like Tommy can get a nice, strong sketch done in about 50 minutes. So we'll see. Isn't that right, Tommy?
Yes.
There
So when I get the task,
yeah,
I compute it. I put it in my brain, and I think about like what I'm going to draw, and it's a lot like this right here.
Whoa! Look at this guy. He's seeing the Matrix.
That's all.
Look at this. Amazing. Yeah, everybody, give Tommy a warm welcoming. And he's got his references printed out. Look at how professional this guy is. Beautiful references we'll be looking at. And let's not wait any longer. I'd say let's get Tommy get started, and we'll bring in Luke here. What's up, Luke?
Hello, Phil. Not much. Thank you for having me on.
Of course. Yeah, I've been away doing my book stuff. Haven't been doing a lot of these streams lately because work's been crazy. But I got some time now, downtime. My book's all done, waiting to be printed, and figured I'd start talking about some other books again. And,
awesome.
Yeah, and you're kind of the guys that's been shouting at me.
Well,
stop gatekeeping me, Phil. That's what you were saying.
I don't believe I ever said stop gatekeeping me. That is a lie, Phil. you have told a falsehood. But no, I mean, but there is some truth. I have sort of been yelling a little bit because obviously it's hard to get above the white noise that is the internet. Everyone's launching their books all at the same time, so I guess that's partly on me. So it's really hard to get noticed out there in the big wide world.
No, I agree. No, this year has been crazy. We thought last year was saturated with new books over here, but just January was full of stuff, and then February did not fail at that. So many books.
Yeah, no, right. This is usually supposed to be like the off time, isn't it? Or is it?
I know that. Yeah, last year, 2 years ago, everyone's like, "Oh, no one really launches after the holidays because people are drained of their money." But there's nowhere else to launch anymore. It's all launching season.
Pretty much every day is launching day in comics.
That's right.
Yeah.
So here we go. Forsaken Gods 2.
Yes.
Also, let's talk about you before we get into this. How did you get into making this story into a comic? And kind of what are your do you have any comic influences, or where do your influences come from?
Man, that's like so many questions with so many answers. Which one should I do first? Start from the beginning.
Yeah, getting it into being a comic book.
Yeah. So that's a long story. It started around the same time that Comicsgate started, and probably a little bit earlier than that. Without getting into too much detail, I'd been working in the animation industry as a storyboard artist for about the last 10 years. or so, and I guess when the Harvey Weinstein scandal broke around 2017, and then everybody started losing their minds, and that's when everything started to kick off with the culture war, which was around about then, was when I got basically excommunicated from the industry.
Oh.
And I was trying to figure out, what had happened, why it had happened, and all this other stuff. And then I found Richard Meyer's videos, and he basically explained everything quite perfectly, only way that Richard does, your boy Zach. And I was like, oh, wow. And then, Comicsgate started, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I, having been disillusioned working in the industry for so long, Comicsgate was kind of had a much more, what would you call it, much better message to give to people. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it was a message I could get behind. And so I got super inspired to make Forsaken Gods, because part of, I guess, Comicsgate's message is to create good stories. And because so far the stories that had been created in my stream were anything but good. They were more like talking down to the audience.
Yeah, pandering, for sure. Yeah.
And sort of pushing an agenda and just, all of that terrible stuff, rather than making it something that people would enjoy reading and sort of learn maybe see something from a different perspective they hadn't considered or anything like that.
What's crazy is it was like doubly bad than what it should have been.
Yeah.
Because that's how you kind of got to get a job, right? So you'd have people supporting this stuff that do not believe in it, just to try to get a job or stay in the industry. So it appears much worse than what it really is.
Yeah.
But you have those weaklings that couldn't stand up for themselves. So
yeah, you
exactly.
Kind of throw your convictions and character out just to get a job in the industry.
Well, yeah, and that was doubly so in animation in California. Yeah, just the way everyone just was like. But I mean, I guess that's Hollywood in a nutshell. Like, Hollywood is based on a culture of fear, fear of falling off, fear of getting old, fear of being irrelevant, all that other stuff. And it's just not a very friendly or conducive environment anymore. And here comes on Comicsgate saying, hey, you can be your own boss, you can be independent, you can cut out the middleman and you can make it. And I guess that's something I've been looking for my whole life. And that's Forsaken Gods.
Awesome. Back it. No, I think that was the attraction for a lot of people, and still is. Like, once we were a year into CG and seeing the success stories and being like, wow, this is something that could be obtainable for us, as creators. Before that, I couldn't find an artist that, had the motivation to do some pages. So it's kind of this haven for a lot of creators, and even a lot we see coming from the side of animation. Yourself, guys like Jose Garcia.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that have been in that industry, and from a Jose standpoint, it seems like all of that kind of pandering stuff has been being pushed over there for even longer than in comics. It seems like hearing him talk to that, and that's crazy.
Well, yeah, I've had Jose on my show as well, and basically we've been in the same circles and worked a lot for a lot of the same people. And it sort of was for a little bit. I really started to sort of notice it around 2015, but didn't really think much of it because I didn't have any context with which to frame it within. But yeah, that's exactly right.
For sure. All right, let's get into kind of your inspirations and what made you kind of get into turning this into a comic. Like, do you have any stuff, like old comic stuff you really dig, or is it more of the animation side and you're taking that and formatting it into a comic style story?
Yes. Very
good.
I mean, well, you've kind of basically answered the question already. Yeah, it's a bit of both. Obviously, I'm a huge animation advocate. I've worked in the industry. I've got a degree in it. But prior to that, obviously, I read a lot of comics when I was young, and that really, I guess, ignited my imagination.
Mhm.
Forsaken Gods draws a lot of inspirations from a lot of different sources. From a lot of folklore, from a lot of current stuff,
Mhm.
and not so current stuff. One huge influence is, of course, Berserk.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, that's the even though it wasn't finished before the most talented creator unfortunately passed away and left us and left the world a little darker.
Yeah, just last year.
Yeah, just last year, just recently. May he rest in peace. Um, it's still a phenomenal work, you know what I mean? Just for what is there, and there's so much of it. And I read through all of it, and I was just amazed at how, I guess, beautiful and realized it was, So
And ballsy, like ballsy of the creator, the choices he makes for the story. Like I haven't read
yeah,
all of it, but I mean, just the opening scene of the story,
oh well, yeah,
crazy, and then like you get like 60 pages into the thing, and the main character is getting his ass kicked and almost dying.
yeah,
I love that stuff. Really, really,
yeah.
really,
I
really
mean,
good.
well, yeah. I mean, the Japanese really know what makes a very entertaining story. Are you saving that image? Oh, you're opening it up. Okay.
Impactful. No, I was opening it. Yeah. Look at this. This is great. So, okay, let's talk about your story. Now, this is
Yes.
is this a reprint of the first volume? This cover?
So this campaign for Second Gods 2 is a continuation from obviously the first campaign for Second Gods chapter or issue 1. This is the cover for the compiled volume, which is 1 and 2 put together into one
Cool.
one
Nice.
volume. And so I guess you could think of it as kind of like a catch-up tier, because there is obviously a tier for it. But shall I go into the spiel or
sure. Let's hear about it.
The semi memorized sales pitch?
Exactly.
So Second Gods Second Gods 2 is a 64-page full color comic book, which is set in this fantastical world called Epic Earth. And in this world, it's filled with magic and monsters and all this other cool fantasy stuff. And the main character is a woman by the name of Samara Ankma, who you can sort of see at the bottom of the image here. She's sort of running. And she's sort of this young woman. She's an archaeologist. She's sort of new to the whole realm of archaeology. And she is going into all these dungeons and crypts and underground vaults that many centuries ago were used by the gods to house all of their very powerful weaponry and magical artifacts that they in turn used in this massive war between them that happened centuries ago. And so Samara is going into these dungeons and vaults to try and figure out and piece together sort of what happened during the war and the reasons behind the war, because the effects of the war are still being felt in the world today, much like how landmines are still felt by the civilian populace long after conflicts have ended. And when she goes into one particular dungeon looking for a particular artifact, her whole expedition goes awry, her team gets killed, and she gets lost in the tunnels underneath Iron Horse Mountain. And she's being pursued by this, I guess you would call it this monster or this deadly force that's about to kill her. And in her desperation, she inadvertently awakens the second main character of this story, who you can see here, a flaming, screaming skull encased in magical armor called Skull Knight. And he is duty-bound to follow Samara around and do as she commands, because she is the one that awoke him. But the thing is, Skull Knight cannot communicate this effectively enough. All he can do is scream, and so she thinks he's actually trying to kill her. And most of issue 1 and most of issue 2 comprises of her running away from Skull Knight as Skull Knight runs after her saying, "No, wait, come back. I have your back."
That's nice. So do we as an audience understand him at all?
No. I mean, that's the thing. There's a lot of mystery that surrounds the Skull Knight. And part of sort of what goes on after issue 2, or what will potentially go on after issue 2, is that Samara then has to try and figure out what the mystery behind the Skull Knight and how he kind of fits into the larger mystery that is the war between the gods, and what role he played within it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I've heard that this is very, there's lots of action in it, but also has lighthearted moments and comedy in it. Like I know you are putting that kind of comedy aspect into your stories as well.
You do? How do you know that?
That's what Vaughn said on a stream.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
well,
hey,
he's
Phil.
correct. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, blow my screen up real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we're gonna see what he's done so far. Oh, cool.
Oh,
This guy's wanting to see my setup. So.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
Admiral Wackass wanted to see.
Bear with me.
Ooh.
Yeah. So what's his arm? Because I've my buddy Dan Dahl wants to start drawing on streams, and he's like, I need a.
So I got my shelving right, and I got the goose neck.
Yeah.
Like rubber banded all in there so it won't spin around. And it goes up, and it's just hanging over my drawing table.
A good rig.
It's the Logitech 920, which I think they make a better one now, but
Fancy.
you know, most of the time I'm going to be shrunk down, not full screen. And even when I am full screen, this is plenty good enough.
Yes. Yeah. Look at that. Already blocking that character out there.
Nice.
Pretty good, brother.
Will I be able to get this drawing?
Yeah, you can have it.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
We got Kima in the chat. There's Dan Dahl. Did I hear my name? Yeah, Booty Juice. What's up, brother? Yeah, so you need just one of those, Dan, so you could come on stream and draw. The drawings in this book are amazing.
Thank you.
Dorky Mations. What's up? Thanks for tuning in. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, hit that like and subscribe. We do these all the time, and we're going to be having Tommy on here drawing some badass characters from these books in the future. Does Skull Knight's origin have to do with no demigod spawning?
Oh, wow. That's a big question.
I don't even know what that means.
So, I mean, that's sort of a deeper lore kind of question. I would say probably not. There's a deeper reason as to why there's this sort of moratorium that the gods have placed on demigods to not reproduce. And it's partly just so that they don't have any challenges to their power. They've already got too many demigods in the world of Epic Earth as it is.
All right.
So they're kind of just trying to police the numbers so that the demigods don't figure out that they can just band together and overthrow the current gods, you know what I mean, and take power for themselves. So but Skull Knight does have an important role to play in sort of the reason why they kind of everything's set up the way it is. So yeah.
So are we going to see gods in this or demigods?
Yeah, well, in issue 2, if you pan up, there is a demigod that shows up. It's a introduction of a new character. Upwards, I say.
Is that this one?
Yeah, so that's Derek. He's the first demigod introduced into Forsaken Gods. There he is.
Nice. Yeah, he's got that kind of godly belt, like that strong.
So he's got like a belt and a medallion, and so these are another aspect of the world called heirlooms. They're also called luminaires. So they're like these magical. They're some of the magical artifacts, but they're handed off to demigods, and they sort of like either enhance or complement the powers and abilities. So Derek is he's a pyromancer. He can control and generate fire.
Oh, cool.
And so he's got like these 2 little hand braces, and sort of like the belt is sort of like a power bracer to sort of amplify his abilities, so to say, and allow him greater control and greater projection of his pyromantic capabilities as well.
That's why I assume all the smoke's around him here.
Well, I mean, this is a page from the book, and there's actually context to it. So I would suggest you back the book today and find out what this image means.
The mystery smoke, guys. You got to know why there's so much smoke around this.
Everyone asks about that image, and it's like when you see it and see what it's about and read it, then it'll all make sense and you understand. So,
kick ass. Mr. Von Stugel, Phil, why aren't you paying Tommy to draw AR-15 orangutan? God damn it, Von Stugel. There will be some ARO coming out of Zade Comics in the future sometime, maybe.
Ooh.
That was top secret.
I'll draw an orangutan.
Yeah, Tommy will draw anything.
Well, he's drawing Skull Knight right now.
Tommy will draw anything.
He's drawing the best character in all of CG right now.
That's right. He's killing it here. Let's do this.
Look at that
Showing some
hand.
hands.
Look at that.
Yeah, I like Skull Knight's hands. The little joint things are pretty cool.
Yes,
Ball knuckles.
he is an autonomous magical piece of armor as well as a screaming skull. So yes, it would make sense he would have epic hands.
Yeah, epic hands. We got Jordan Horse in the chat. What's up? Mandy Summers. Now she's a troublemaker here. She says, okay, Phil, the game has changed. I don't just need to drive the Viper now. I need Brandon's sexy ass pillow. Now, some of you might read that as sexy ass pillow, you know?
Mm.
But no, it's a sexy ass pillow. It's a pillow in the shape of an ass. She knows these things. She has needs.
Well,
is it one of those donut pillows for hemorrhoids? Is that what it is?
No. It's in the shape of an ass.
Well, I got a great segue.
Yeah.
Is it like a body pillow?
It is a body part pillow.
Oh, well, interestingly enough, Forsaken Gods issue 2 has a body pillow on offer. If you go down to the stretch goals. Wait, maybe it's upwards. Upwards to stretch goals. Sorry.
Upwards more. Oh, is that what these things are?
No. So those are the acrylic standees. These are the add-on perks. The stretch goals are further up. I think.
I don't see them.
There
we go. Oh, look at this.
Yes. So we got different stretch goals, and one of the stretch goals is a Derek Dakimakura.
A body pillowcase with art drawn by the legendary Misashi. Damn.
Yeah, boy. And I can show you guys it if you want.
Yeah, share that screen. Sashi does some sexy ass ladies.
She does, which is why I had her draw a sexy ass man.
Oh my god.
Hang on, how do I do this? Share screen. So anyway,
kind of like a body pillow, but just the ass of the body. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, mine is better.
It's true. So Mandy, you can get a body pillow with the sexy ass man on it.
I know there's like lots of dead air, and I'm like trying to fill this dead air and find the image. It's real.
Funny. Well, let's take a look at Tommy here. Still working on the hand. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, if this is the first time you're seeing Tommy Patterson live on stream, you got to follow him at Tommy the Comic Guy. In your name, Tommy, you forgot the Y.
I did.
Yeah.
Or did it boot it?
See that?
Oh.
It just said Tom on him.
Oh my word!
Follow him on Twitter.
Gosh. How do I change that?
Know him, he's the artist behind the Lost Page. Sorry, God damn, I keep doing this. The Graveyard Shift Volume 4 story that I wrote, the Brahms supplemental. So he did all of that. We did 48 pages together. That's funding right now. It'll be coming out soon. It's totally done. Besides, Eric Weathers needs to finish the letters. Just got some edits to do on those. But yeah, Tommy's killing it, and we're gonna have him on here drawing people's characters that we're promoting. And look at this, just in time. The sexy ass body. Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this beauty.
Whoa.
Drawn by Miss Sashi. Yeah.
For people like Anna who loves hairy chests.
Yep, exactly.
The rose.
Bulge.
This is awesome. I'm getting hardcore Gaston vibes.
Yeah, so he is sort of a mix of all the old I guess fantasy, I guess, what do you say, like typical protagonists slash antagonists. Hercules, Hercules, the old live action series. He's another influence. What was another one? That DreamWorks movie with Sinbad, sort of like the dashing scoundrel with the heart of gold kind of archetype.
Oh, for sure, yeah, I totally get those vibes. That's awesome, dude. Looking great. Kick ass, Sashi. Good work. Mandy says, great looking book, guys. Yeah. You got to get on Mandy. She has a great stream, too.
Sure. Well, Mandy can shoot me an email, fresherluke@hotmail.com. And I would be happy to come on and talk about Forsaken Gods.
Yeah, this is why I love CG2. There's so much. All the books are so eclectic. They're very unique from one another. And as we'll see when we see the trailer, we'll see your other skills you have throwing down that animation when we get there. Okay, and I want to take a look at some of the pages here.
Yes. And I should also point out all the artwork for the book is completely done, guys.
Oh shit, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing more and more of that. Having a lot of the book done or completely done. That is great. You're taking the time, and you're doing all the art in this, including the colors. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Wow.
I couldn't afford a colorist.
Swank. Now that's a sound.
No, swack, not swank.
Oh, I wish it was swank.
Swing.
Well, swank is if he was walking down the street wearing a very awesome suit and tie. Then it would just be nothing but swank.
Swank. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, and so protecting the chick here. Look at that.
Yes.
So much energy going on.
Slapping the crap out of this Dire Panther.
Now this is crack and not crank, right?
That says crack, yes.
There you go. I just wondering there.
Do you just randomly add ends to words that you read?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my thing. Mandy says, sounds good, Luke. We'll rock it. We'll get it rocking.
Send me an email. I'll be happy to come on.
Leg kick in the chat. Is there another thing about CG channels like Mandy and then Summer support each other? Yeah, we're all jumping in. You guys always try to be in everybody's chat at one point or another. Mostly because I have nothing better to do.
Don't you have books to write, Phil?
Being
hashtag just a writer.
Just a writer. And being just a writer, there's a lot of downtime.
Yes, I imagine. So anyway, yes, here are the pages. Do you have any questions about the pages?
Yeah, so I love the Skull Knight's design, and he's kind of got like the furnace stomach. Pretty badass. Obviously, this guy is huge and super strong. Does he have any other abilities that we don't know about just from looking at the movies?
Well, I mean, obviously his armor is very unique as well. I kind of don't want to give too much away. I want to reveal more as if the series continues, when the series continues. But I can say, the fire that comes out of his head, that has utility as well in regards to dealing with gods and demigods. And wait and see. I have a lot of really cool things planned for him, and he's going to really continue to defy your expectations as to what his limits are.
For sure, yeah. This is look at that. Really cool. Just like kind of like world building moments.
Yes.
It's just this place looks super lived in. I love how you do lighting.
Thank you.
It's so fun. And another thing with this character, Skull Knight, is he kind of reminds me of like old, just because of the skull thing. And did you ever play that or see the video game Medieval, where it's that knight with he's got the skull head and he could like he would have like
what's his
regular
name? Saint John or Saint Germain?
Yeah, and he could like juggle his head and take his head off and stuff like that. Just comical.
So yeah,
that vibe.
Yeah, I played that game a lot when I was a kid. And Skull Knight is actually he's sort of my take on the old what would you call it? I forget which one it is, an Irish or Scottish cryptid called the Dullahan. Do you know about the Dullahan?
No, it sounds cool though.
So the most famous Dullahan is probably the Headless Horseman. You know about him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So the concept of the Dullahan is that anyone who is deceased, be it a soldier or whoever, if their head or their skull is taken and various things performed on it, then their body is animated or becomes animate, much like a zombie. And the body will always be trying to searching for its head. And whoever possesses the head commands the Dullahan to do whatever they want. And so, in a sense, that's kind of like I'm sort of doing the same thing here as well. Like Skull Knight is like the ultimate Dullahan. Like he's over 10 feet tall, incredibly strong and bulletproof, So
that's badass. So this is, of course, fantasy world. Do we have things like guns in here, or is it more of like swords and? I
mean, I guess like a fantasy. See, there's a guy there with a sort of a fantasy rifle.
Look at that! It's got like a musket.
But it's like it's a fantasy version of a rifle. So they don't really use gunpowder. They use like this mineral that's kind of like ubiquitous in the world called manarium, MANAR. It's like a play off mana and whatever metal. And it has various properties that they use basically for not everything, but almost everything, and anything that requires, like, say, typically combustion or technology, they use it for.
For sure.
So he has, like, obviously special shells that he uses to hunt monsters, because they're monster hunters and they're in the monster forest. So there is sort of like little bits and pieces of sort of like modern technology sort of like peeking in here and there, but it's like a fantasy analog to it. So
yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It makes it totally its own. And this guy here kind of has the what's that, grifter mask? Remember from Wildcats? Was it Youngbloods? I don't know, one of those dumb 90s comics.
Yes.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, what was Grifter's power aside from guns?
He just had guns. He didn't have any powers, right?
Yeah. See, I can't get behind characters like that. It's like, what's your power? I have a jetpack.
Yeah, he was really good at swindling people, and that's why they call him Grifter.
Okay. I thought he was really good with cards.
It's still better than Youngbloods.
Yeah, that started out strong.
Liefeld. All right, another page here.
Yes. So this is a pivotal moment in the fight between Skull Knight and Derek, as Skull Knight tries to prove that he is the strongest demigod of all.
And there's his fire powers there.
Yeah. Well, that's just 1/10 of his ability, of his power level. Damn. He's not even using his full percentage. And of course Skull Knight, isn't really having any of that, so he just kind of like head slams him into the ground.
Yeah, not the best tactic there. Try to shoot fire at a face that's on fire.
Exactly. Yeah, well, that's sort of something he comes to realization later on in the story. He's like, wait, maybe I shouldn't use fire against the guy that's on fire.
Look at that. Yeah, this is awesome. I love the energy here and motion, and
thank you.
And I really like how you're doing the letters too. It's a very, no borders on these letters, and the coloring contrasts everything else in the panel very well.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, that's all throughout both book 1 and book 2, which I know you backed book 1, didn't you, Phil?
I didn't.
Oh, well, now's the time to back the compiled volume, and you could see.
Yeah, that's the one I'm going to get.
100 plus pages of all of that great lettering and action. It's filled throughout the whole book, and I think it's great value for money. So people should back it today.
For sure. This is something. When I remember when you were making the rounds for the first book, just the character is so striking and cool looking. I really wanted to back it. Didn't have a chance to, and but that's perfect that you're doing the compiled version for everybody. And that's on it. Is that a new cover that's on the compiled version?
Yeah, that's a new cover that I just did. I was trying to get a special guest to do the cover, but they're too inundated with work, so they weren't able to sort of get started on anything. So I was like, I'll just do the cover.
Rob Liefeld didn't return your calls.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many times I can leave messages before it gets annoying.
Are you guys trying to run me off? Why do you keep dissing Rob Liefeld?
But I mean, I think it's a good cover. I hope people respond to it well. I would like to have sort of like, do collected volumes in the future with like special covers done by special artists that I like and admire. So that's sort of the plan in the future.
Yeah, well, I mean, this cover kicks ass too, man. This is awesome. But yeah, I know what you mean, like getting those other artists to take a shot at the character. Let's see. Art Mark 88 says, I keep thinking Skull Knight is like a remote controlled robot like Giant Robo or Tetsujin 28. Lol.
I mean, sure, there's like elements of that in there, in the sense that Samara is kind of like commands him, so to say, but that's kind of like where the similarities begin and end.
Yeah, he's got his own mind. He's got his own
in a sense, yes. Even though it is on fire, he does have a mind. He's got hopes and dreams.
Just like you or me, guys, okay?
Yeah, he's just like us, except he's 10 feet tall and on fire, right? Jeez.
All right, let's check in with Tommy.
Oh, cool. Fire coming out of the eyes. Nice.
Yeah. Rock and roll, man. Look at that. And, whenever you're designing a character, everybody always says they need to have a unique silhouette or profile, and this character's got it. You know, very bulbous chest, shoulders, and that tiny skull head with the fire.
That was that's animation design 101. You know, make sure your character's silhouettes, I guess, stick out or are unique so that the viewer and or reader can tell who is who at an instant glance. That always helps greatly.
For sure. And for people that are going to grab that catch-up tier, how many pages is that full book? Like that's book 1 and 2 together. Do you know how many pages that is?
Roughly 108 to 114 pages.
Yes, that's going to be a great read for the newcomers there. And that is well, let's take a look here at
numbers.
Well, let's do the trailer first, and then we'll.
Oh yes, the trailer. The thing I spent months on.
All right, trailer by Fresher Luke himself.
Is the sound?
60 people in the chat. Share this out, guys. And if you're digging what you're seeing, you can see Luke has put a lot of work into this. Already finished, ready to print book. We just gotta get those sales, baby. Get it out
with a killer trailer.
Well, let's take a look. Bro.
There it is.
Shit, I didn't even look up. What was I thinking?
Oh my God, Tommy. Kidding?
Play it again.
Oh.
No. You could go to the website today and check it out yourself and look at all the great deals.
Dude, that was amazing.
Thank you.
So obviously it took a long time because I don't know if you saw the trailer for my new book, but it's animated, but not. It's like animated on like I think like in Procreate. I had Doug Mankey, who's a DC comic artist. He does these animations on Instagram. They're pretty kick-ass, and he did his. Yours looks like a freaking finished movie. Like
Thank you.
That's pretty sick, dude. When did you, in like your process of making this new book, start that? Was that after the book was done, or were you working on it intermittently, in between stuff? How did that go?
Yeah, damn, it's all blur now because it's all finished. I'm just like relieved that it's done.
What software you use?
Oh, so the software I used was a combination. So I used Toon Boom Storyboard Pro to storyboard it out to do the animatic, and then I exported all those scenes into Toon Boom Harmony to animate it, composite it. And those were the two ones I did. I think I started the trailer and the book around the same time, and I was kind of like hopping between the two, and then the book got done first, and so then I was like, all right, well then I'll just start focusing on the trailer a little bit more, and that took me up about 6 months of time to do the trailer, even though it's as short as it is, just because like there were a lot of shots I had to redo because I guess I was, when you're doing sort of a trailer like this, there's not really a script you can work off of. You're kind of almost making like a music video off the cuff. And so I would do shots and they just weren't coming out right. And so I'd scrap them and I'd do another shot to replace it. And that wasn't coming out right. And sort of getting to the point where I was just like getting fed up and just going, just do this and get it out there. We got a deadline to hit. So, but I mean, it more or less worked out okay. And I'm not disappointed with it. So that's always a plus.
I didn't even remember that part. Like some of these are going. So I had to slow down a little bit.
Which part?
This part I don't remember.
Well, yeah, it comes down. It's really quick.
Yeah, super quick. And then this part too.
Yeah.
So are the stuff we're seeing in the trailer, like the monsters and the kind of the scenes, are we gonna glimpses of that going to be in this story as well?
Yeah, well, I mean, the first shot is not the first shot, but the shot after the title is actually the very beginning of book 2. Yeah, this one, that one right there. That's actually the beginning of book 2.
Awesome.
Yeah, and the monster, the one-eyed monster with the tentacles, that's going to be showing up in book 4.
One-eyed monster, what?
Yeah, it's a one-eyed flying purple people eater. Yeah.
Well, he's not flying, but he's a purple people eater. Yeah.
Just go along with it, Luke.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to harsh your vibe.
That looks great. We got Billy Basco in the chat. Billy.
Hey, there he is.
This book is fresh AF. If you haven't bought book, go buy book now.
If you have not bought book, go buy book.
Yeah.
I like that messaging.
Get the catch up to you.
That dude's a caveman.
Go buy book now. 10, 10, 10.
10, 10. Hard.
Hard emoji.
Billy smokes a lot. You know.
He does. But that's fine.
Yeah. We love Billy.
So that's the killer trailer. What else could I tell you to convince your viewers that this is a worthwhile purchase? We've got affordable prices.
Well, here's the thing too. Everybody I've talked to about this book that has read it has loved it. You get your books out, and obviously people have book 1 already, and now we want to get this out into even a wider audience over here, so more people could enjoy the first story and see where this is going. Obviously you're putting a ton of work into this because this is what you want to do. You're loving putting this stuff out, and it shows, man. That trailer, these pages, it's like nothing else I'm seeing right now out there available for people, and that's awesome. I dig it. And you don't have a crap ton of perks here.
Well, I mean, I wanted to streamline it just so people aren't trying to figure out what they want to get. It's the way I structure my perk system is like I keep sort of like the base perks, which is obviously the book, and maybe a few little extras that go with that. But then with the add-on tiers, you can almost create your own sort of like you can build your own tier if you want to back this thing. And I guess I wanted to take away some choice in one regard, but add choice in another aspect of it, and sort of put the power more into or give agency to the customer, so to say.
For sure. Yeah. Well, let's go through the perks and then those add-ons you're talking about. So you got featured tier is just the physical book of issue 2. That's the newest one.
Yep.
And then you have a digital tier also you have 13 claim. That's great. For if you guys don't want to get killed by shipping. And then your book 1 and 2, and this is the collected, correct?
Yeah, this is volume 1.
Awesome. I would actually, and this is just my opinion, I would put this as the featured tier as like a catch-up thing.
A lot of people have said that.
Yeah.
I don't do that because this is Forsaken Gods 2, not Forsaken Gods Volume 1. And so I kind of wanted to put emphasis like this is the sequel.
Yeah.
and that's the catch-up tier. But yeah, you're probably the second person to have made that suggestion. And
for sure. Yeah. So what are the add-ons that we could get with these?
So with the add-ons, you get a ink sketch, which is the same as what I was offering last time. Black and white ink sketch, so you can request whatever you want to request. Obviously, there are limits. I won't draw porn, but if you want to request anything that's Forsaken Gods related, I'll draw it. Anything that isn't Forsaken Gods related, I'll draw it. You're paying for it, and so you should decide what I draw, and I'm happy to do that. So that's made a comeback. We've got Acrylic Standees.
Yes.
Which is a continuation from the first one, which was the Skull Knight Acrylic Standee. So this is the Samara and Derek Acrylic Standees. So you get 2 Acrylic Standees with a single base.
Nice.
And that's sort of part of for collectors who want to collect Acrylic Standees and T-shirts, baby.
Yeah, look at that. That's awesome.
So now you can wear a t-shirt and not have to worry about looking like a nerd and instead be mistaken for a heavy metal punk dude.
That's true. Yeah.
Some people are gonna need a lot of t-shirts to cover up that nerd, bro.
Well,
true.
this is the t-shirt. You can only buy this t-shirt and that'll do it. Because
There you
people
go.
will think, who is this new thrash metal band called Forsaken Gods? I gotta check this out, and they will find out it's actually a book. Oh, surprise!
So this is an example of your traditional stuff.
Yes. So this is the colored sketches that I offered as a separate add-on. This was the only image I could find because I didn't take photos of the black and white ink sketches that I did.
Is that as big as we can get that? Zoom in on that.
That's probably as big as you can get it.
Let me see if I can pop it out here.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh, wrong thing.
You just want to, yeah.
Where is it? I popped it up. Here we go. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's the side. That's
awesome. Like that.
So that was a nice that my fulfillment guy, 3D Zach, he requested that, and so I did that for him. And so I thought it'd just be funny just to put it there to show everyone.
Yeah, he lives a couple hours north from me, I think. 3D Zach.
Yeah, up in unknown state, right?
Yeah, people know. I think.
No, I don't want to dox him, but anyway.
I mean, I want to dox him, but I won't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
I live in Kentucky. If somebody wants some, they can come get some.
So yeah, those are the add-ons I've got added, and then we've got the stretch goals, which have more extra fun goodies involved, which will go if you pan
including
upwards.
that body pillow.
Including the body pillow, which we already saw. But I think one of the first stretch goals is if we hit the 15,000, I'll open up to select countries for overseas shipping. So those 3 countries are Canada, Australia, and the UK for now.
Nice.
Just because those are the big English-speaking ones, and they're the most straightforward. And once we hit 20,000, everyone gets a free extra T-shirt with a different design. So that'll be that one. Yeah, boy.
Is it going to be metal as fuck too?
Well, that's the plan. It won't be literal metal, but it will be.
Yeah.
It will be figuratively metal.
Thank you. Yeah.
And then we got the Derek Dakamacro, which we've already been over, and the enamel pin, free enamel pin for everybody as well.
I like enamel pins.
Yeah, and that's just the start. Obviously, if those amounts are exceeded, I'll be adding some more interesting goodies along the way. So, if you want some extra goodies, back today.
Back it up. We got Ann in the chat. She says, some of my favorite creators together in one stream again. What's up, man?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, and let's check in on our boy, Tommy the Kid Patterson here. With his kick-ass Forsaken Gods.
It's going to really pop here as soon as I get this black spotted.
Oh, man,
yeah. You're doing all this rendering. Would we call that rendering in the art world, Tommy?
What, this right here?
Yeah, what are you doing there? What are you doing?
Just rendering, hatching, whatever you want to call it.
So I was right. There we go. Yeah. I'm not just a writer, guys. Admiral Wackass with this comment here. Ugh, my work bought us pizza for every day of the week.
Whoa.
I had Caprice, Giordano's, and Rosati's every meal for 3 days. Pizza overload. Be careful out there, buddy.
Yeah. Is there such a thing as too much pizza, Phil?
There might be. I mean, all those places are by me. Those are like Chicago pizza places. So.
Oh.
He's
that guy's going to end up with a massive UTI if he's not careful.
Yeah, rendering. See, we got Sugar Chris in the chat. What's up?
Hey.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, everybody check out Forsaken Gods. It's kick-ass. It's like nothing else that I'm seeing out there. It's very unique.
Oh, well, that was my plan. It's sort of my love letter to stories of old, but made modern for current audiences. So it's not something that you can't sort of wrap your head around. I try to make it's that old style. What's that old thing George Lucas said? It's like trying to make the alien look familiar.
Right? I don't know. Who's that?
Okay. I think it was. It's like, sure, it's like an alien planet in Star Wars, but you make it look in such a way where people like still
Yeah,
recognize
so they
what
can
things
relate.
are.
So they're not like you could relate it to Earth.
That's why he
the-
grew.
the
That's why he
thing.
grew his neck that way.
Yeah, you don't have to look like an alien.
Perfect. Well, was there anything else that I guess we're almost out of time?
We are almost out of time.
Keep talking. Talk about something else.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I'm really burnt
yeah,
out on. I'm burnt out on you talking about your book. Talk about something else.
I'm not.
Was Vaughn misleading me when he said that your writing has laughs in it? Will I laugh?
Yes. Well, the
Okay.
thing is, like, this isn't a straight like horror or action or anything like that. This is like an adventure, and
Yeah.
so with it being an adventure, like there's a mix of all these different things, such as comedy, drama, suspense, thriller, drama. I know I said drama twice, but you get what I mean. And there's action in there as well, and also a lot of philosophy, also a lot of philosophical elements, a lot of because obviously like this is obviously a fantasy, and so I'm kind of like drawing from say, what would you say, like myth and folklore, and even like folklores of old, they had, a little element of comedy to them, and
For sure.
some of the best comedy has an element of tragedy and truth to it also. So it's like, I guess it's like a melting pot of different kind of things that I'm trying to
Are you a
balance.
fan of that? Are you a fan of that Joseph Campbell fella?
Joseph Campbell.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah, hero's journey philosopher guy.
I mean, yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, yes and no. While I understand, like, the hero's journey is like sort of the basis. It's sort of a bit rigid,
Mm-hmm.
Or I find it rigid. I know people think of it as tried and true, and that's great. And it's got a lot of really important elements in there. And I guess I see the hero's journey more as a toolbox rather than a rule box. So
A rule box. I never heard that before.
yeah, tools, not rules, so to say. So
yeah, I never liked that 90s band Tool.
Why not? They were cool. They did good music.
Yeah. Tommy, were they good?
Yeah, I like Maynard a lot. If you don't like that, go check out the Pussifer stuff. It might be more.
I love Pussifer. Well, I love one song by Pussifer.
Yeah,
I forgot the same guy.
What about Perfect Circle?
Perfect. I've heard of them. I haven't really. I was into like you ever heard of the Spin Doctors?
Yeah, I have. I used to listen to them.
Yeah, I was into the Spin Doctors.
Little Miss Cameron.
Yeah, Little Miss Cameron. The Blues Travelers. Sugar Ray. Or, that was more my speed. Rob Thomas in Matchbox.
The Blues Traveler. They totally trolled me. I didn't know until I was watching a reaction video last month. That the song, that Suck It In, Run 1010, all the lyrics are just like nonsense, kind of. It's him proving a point. It's about how he sings the song. I always thought it was a love song. The heart brings you back.
I kill Run Around at karaoke.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Kill it.
I wanted to reiterate something Billy said. There's the Amazon Lord of the Rings that's coming out right now.
Yeah.
Everyone hates it, guys. So I understand your pain, because I used to be a fan of Lord of the Rings as well. So before that came
just
out.
go buy Forsaken Gods 1 and 2. You'll be much happier, far better entertained.
Exactly. Like, this is, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, this is the book for you, because this will not try to pander to you or try to pull the rug out from under you. Like, this is that pure, excellent storytelling that you have that you were used to before it got taken from you. So,
you know the Hobbit trilogy? How badass was that dishwashing scene? That was so badass, dude. I love that part.
I know, it was too good. I couldn't put it in Forsaken Gods. I couldn't fit it in anyway. But I'm going to try and fit in a dishwashing scene somehow. There's a bit of a tangent there, but yes, I did like that.
And Luke used to listen to Spin Doctors, so if you're a Spin Doctors fan, you like Two Princes, get it.
I really liked Pocket Full of Kryptonite. I think that was their best song. Yeah.
That was fun talking about who's that little redhead kid? Jimmy Olsen.
Oh yeah.
Little Debbie?
No. Jimmy Olsen.
Hey guys, way back on my other Twitter account. All right, so through the grapevine, there was a rumor that whenever they were remaking Superman, the one with Brandon Ruth,
yes, Superman
that Neil Adams started working out and lifting weights.
Ooh,
and he had it in his head that he thought he could win the part.
What?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I swear. So around that time, I was going to the conventions and stuff, and I went to one that Michael Golden was at.
Mm-hmm.
And this was right after he cut off his ponytail, because he used to have a ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
And I made this hilarious joke that you guys should have been there. And I said that Neil Adams is going to play Superman and Michael Golden is going to play Jimmy Olsen, because he had a Jimmy Olsen haircut.
Does he have red hair?
Yeah.
Oh, no one knows that.
Yeah, no, this is like a, really.
Tommy, we got to work on your jokes, brother.
Man, Billy's really helping sell this book right now.
I know. Forsaken Gods is a hot brown-skinned girl. And we know how much Billy loves brown-skinned girls. I mean, that's his thing.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Even a little darker, too. So I like them. Without any, and I mean, that's serious. You could ask him. Anyone, without any diversity quota to F everything up.
Yeah. It's there's a reason behind everything that I do, everything in Forsaken Gods. Every visual I guess cue is there's a reason behind it. So yeah.
QAnon?
Yeah. I didn't know how else to describe every design choice is probably a better way to put it.
Yeah. It's not got my channel structure. I just got monetized.
Yeah.
Oh, because I said,
jeez, dude.
I'm
Stop trying to tank his channel, dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, back in today.
I'm trying to practice my jokes.
Admiral Wackass says you should have been there for that joke. It's probably funny.
Yeah. Those are sometimes the best jokes.
Billy Basco, strong, aspirational female heroes with character flaws to make them deep and interesting. He specifically used that word, deep. And says, I can believe Derek is Mediterranean. They seem to have a thing for South Asian women.
Well, he's not Mediterranean per se, because obviously Epic Earth is my own world. Mm-hmm. But there's definitely Mediterranean-ish kind of culturish vibes to him, so to say. I don't know what the equivalent name in Epic Earth of that area would be. We haven't visited that place yet.
Look at this. This is looking cool, Tommy.
I like it.
Thanks.
Well, this has been a great stream, guys.
Let me do my thing right there.
Look at that. You're seeing the Matrix. 50 minutes. That's been an hour, Tommy.
Did you have any final questions you wanted to ask about the book?
We can call it a day.
Before we call it a day.
So where does it go from here? You put this book out, and you said, I mean, I think you give it a hint at that. Either there's going to be a book 4. Is there going to be a book 3?
Well, I mean, theoretically, yes. I wouldn't skip a book. Why would I do that?
I hope not.
Then people are like, where's book 3? I'm like, I don't know. It's like how I'm professional. Yeah, no, there is a book 3 and a book 4 in the works right now. And my plan is, if this campaign does well, then obviously I will move forward and launch that as soon as that is done as well. I don't know if I'll do as kick-ass of a trailer as last time, because that trailer nearly killed me. But I'll try and do something that will entice people.
Oh, you know you love it.
That is awesome. Dude.
Thanks.
It was awesome. Everybody go to the page, watch the trailer again.
Yeah,
it's amazing. And back this. And if you guys you're unable to back it today, then go over to the page and click this little heart button right here. When you do that, if you're signed in, it'll basically bookmark this for you. So when anytime Luke puts out an update, you'll get the update in your email, and it'll be like a little reminder that you got to go back to this bad boy because it's badass. Definitely
Thank
do
you.
that.
Thank you for
no
pointing that out.
And guaranteed. I mean, this gets the Zaid Comics guarantee. When you get this book in the mail, you're gonna look at it. You're just gonna be like,
Wow, this is really cool.
you're really gonna dig it.
You got the Zaid Comics money back guarantee. If you don't like it, he'll pay.
Whoa.
If you don't like it,
Whoa. Hold on here. No, well, that is interesting. That's a good segue. Yes, there is. I do have return and replacement policies. So if any of the books come to you damaged
hell yeah.
in any way or defective, just send me a photo. You can
Do you have
either
layaway?
email. Say what?
Do you have layaway?
Put
What's
it on layaway.
Put it on layaway.
Layaway is like what is like? It's like a little. The store holds it for you until you have the money to pay for
Well,
it. Basically, pre-ordering is kind of like layaway. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Indiegogo is layaway. So
Yeah,
there
I
you
guess
go.
so.
Yeah. So yeah, just send me a photo. You can email me fresherluke@hotmail.com, or you can contact me via Minds @fresherluke. There's multiple ways to get in contact with me, or you can let me know on one of my streams. Send me a photo of the defect or damage, and I will send you a replacement post haste.
Hell yeah. And look at this. We have Admiral Wackass in the chat. All right, backer 112. One suggestion, more
Oh my god.
and Skull Knights.
Well, Samara is in her underwear for most of the book. So
Oh, hey now.
there you
Perfect.
go.
Thank you for backing.
Don't worry. The ass and the tits are coming. They're going to be in future issues. So back today.
Do a little refresh here.
Yeah. I think it's
So
like
we're at
98.
99 backers. One
All
more
right.
backer. One more till 100.
There we go,
One
guys. One more.
You got 1 minute, one more backer. I'm going to rip this drawing in half.
Oh my god.
What? No. I was going to color it.
One more backer. Yeah, so if there's any heroes out there, people looking for some great stories, and the turnaround time on this is seemingly going to be really quick because the book is complete.
Yeah, so the turnaround is going to be a month to 3 months, roughly. It'd probably be about a month to 2 months, more realistically. It's just more issues with the supply chain and stuff like that. But the book is ready to go to print. So yeah, the turnaround should be relatively quick this time.
99 backers.
99. I just need one more. Just one more.
We got a new viewer here. Peter Orchards in the chat. What's up, Peter?
Oh, hello.
Please more Bikini Cowgirl.
He means Bikini Cowboy.
What? I'm sure he does mean Bikini Cowboy.
So it was an old graphic novel I did. It was like 380 pages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I had a question for you. Where are you from, Luke? If you want to dox yourself, you could.
Well, I mean, everyone already knows I'm from Australia.
I thought that's what that was.
Yeah.
Do you still live in Australia?
No.
Are you in America?
Lucky.
I am.
Dude.
Oh, that's awesome. You're the best Australian.
Dual citizen, baby. Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it.
What do you think about what's going on over there? Just kidding. Don't want to ruin. Let's not.
We don't want to
mood.
demonetize this channel, guys. Come on.
How long have you been over here?
I guess 12 years now. It's
22
now. So yeah, 12 years.
Appreciate it. Let's get Bancroft to make the jump.
You would have a hard time doing that.
Really? He's I heard him talking about it.
I mean, well, I left because it's like I probably would have been homeless and put in jail if I'd stayed.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Especially with everything that's going on. That's not cool. That's not cool at all.
No, it's cool that you're a baller and would have stood up for your beliefs.
Yeah, it sounds like you beat people up.
What? No. I mean, because obviously I meant in regards to the lockdowns, right?
Oh, okay.
That's what I was referring to.
You'd be on the streets, with like a scar on your face.
No, it's just the lockdown. That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
The lockdowns. That's all I was talking about. All right.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That's cool.
But I mean, I came over here and it was definitely a breath of fresh air. Like for the first time, I actually felt like I could pursue my interests and my dreams and actually get somewhere with it. And I guess that's partly part of what attracted me to Comicsgate, because I guess I'm kind of a really independent person. I always have been.
Sure, an individual.
Yeah, and but people back home didn't really appreciate that, so they just wanted me to go along with the crowd and stuff like that, and I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it sucks.
So, I guess I'm not trying to guilt trip people into backing the campaign, but I guess it's kind of like my way of trying to achieve more creative and financial independence, because I guess for the last 10 years working in animation, it was soul crushing. Couldn't. There's not really. They don't really allow creativity or the fostering of it, and yeah, it's a sad state of affairs. So
Weird, right?
yeah, I know, right? Who knew corporations stifled individuality? So
Yeah, that's sad. But if you guys want to support some individuality, some independence, some badass
uniqueness,
storytelling, then you need to grab Forsaken Gods 2. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the 1 and 2, the bundle there. So
will you be back at 100, Phil?
Will I?
Well, is that what you will do? Will you be the one to get us over the line?
If someone doesn't want to do it in the chat here, we got more people now. Let's see, Infinity Comics. What's up, brother?
Oh.
Good to see you.
Hello.
Man.
Please look at the trailer, Infinity. Enjoy it, and consider backing Forsaken Gods.
Yeah, watch the trailer. And join us for other streams. Next week I want to do one with the guys from Tiger Blue.
Oh yes, Jose.
Yeah, yes. Jose and Matt. And hopefully we'll get the kid Tommy over here to draw some their characters. That'd be sick.
That looks great,
he dropped something. Tommy, what'd you lose?
I'm looking to see if I have any sort of straight edge I can use. I don't feel like taking my headphones off, walking into the living room, getting my T-square, coming back in here, putting my headphones back on, and then drawing the straight lines. How about this? How about I freehand it?
Okay.
Just freehand it.
Let's freehand it, bro.
I was just going to do some speed lines.
The steady hand.
Nice. Speed lines. They're always the best.
Animation speed lines. Where did the speed line come from?
So the speed line first came from Tezuka. I forget which issue of Astro Boy, but it was sort of a method that he used to try to invoke a feeling of movement within the panel, because obviously panels are static.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like the guy that started the whole trend. There's a reason why they call him the godfather of manga, in that he basically gave birth to the I don't know, the style or the art form, however you want to describe it.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wait, we got knowledge here on the channel. J-Bot, CG is putting out so many great campaigns, it's tough to choose.
Well, the good news is, J-Bot, is that you don't have to make a choice, because Forsaken Gods is worth your time and your money. The artwork is done. The book is ready to go to print as soon as the campaign ends, so you won't have to wait. And it's filled to the brim. If you just want issue 2, you get 64 pages of full color, amazing art with fantastic story and action and thrills and laughter. Or you could get the catch-up tier, which is 108 pages of full color action, amazement, and story. So you cannot lose in any way. The only way you can lose is not backing the campaign.
That's true. Forsaken God chooses you.
Yes.
Always. As the reader. Edwin Wackass, that's rad, dude. We'd love to hear you talk about that on stream sometime, Billy. Oh, Billy. God damn.
Oh, I think they're talking with Billy.
God. We're talking about Forsaken Gods.
We're talking about Forsaken Gods, guys.
Yeah. Sons of Liberty. Can't back right now. Driving. Don't want to wreck.
That's I understand that. Please, do not back Forsaken Gods if it puts you in danger. Back Forsaken Gods safely.
If you're driving, you can back Graveyard Shift 4.
Yeah, I think Malin doesn't care.
Malin doesn't care if you're alive. I care if you're alive, because I want you to be a returning backer, guys. All right?
Yes, grab this today, people. I actually have to go to work in like 45 minutes.
All right.
We have to wrap this up.
All right, I'm done. Shit.
Done. Look at this.
Beautiful. Yes. Scan it in so I can color it.
Okay.
Looking like a badass. Yeah, follow each other so you can send that to them or email it to them or whatever. Other than that, we have, of course, Tommy and I are on the Graveyard Shift supplemental book. Look at this kick-ass cover from Tommy here. So you can see that.
That's nice.
We have 48 pages of nonstop action, heart-wrenching story, new characters created by myself and Tommy for the first time ever in a comic. So that was pretty sick. And
my boy Jimmy Reyes on inks.
Jimmy Reyes is making it. And then the Lost Pages 2, guys. If you haven't backed this, grab this, tell your friends about it. We're going to print hopefully by the end of this week. And we got that gold foil cover. It's going to be kick-ass. Everybody's going to be taking golden showers together when they read this.
Whoa.
And yeah, that's about it, guys.
I will say, Lost Pages, you should back it just because at the top, the book is on fire. Right?
What?
See? The book. See? Of the title.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So back it just because the book is, if something is on fire, you guys should back it.
No, I agree. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, grab that and watch this animated trailer and watch Professor Luke's animated trailer and back Forsaken Gods today, guys.
Actually, so a friend of yours did that trailer?
Well, he's Doug Mankey. Have you ever heard of The Mask?
Oh, he created the mask?
Yeah.
All right.
That's good. So he's a big DC artist right now. He's doing Swamp Thing stuff, but he's really cool and he likes awesome comics. And I met him at a convention, so we were talking and stuff. Yeah.
I will say it was actually your trailer for Lost Pages that lit a fire under my butt to try and make my trailer as good as I possibly could.
Oh, awesome, man!
So I wanted to thank you for that inspiration.
That.
Yeah.
No, it was crazy to see come together, and then like the last minute before. Like the night before we launched, I was editing it and putting audio to it until like 7 a.m. Yeah, but it turned out I love it, and he's like, "Oh, I want to do more." So hopefully for our other book,
you should show him this trailer.
Oh hell yeah, I'll send it to him. He'll probably dig it because he likes all this stuff. His Instagram is just animated stuff that he just does for fun, like Green Lantern and Batman. He does a lot of Batman animations and stuff.
Wow.
Just for fun on his iPad or whatever. Skip Edwards is in the chat. What's up, Skip? Long time no see. Good seeing you. Jordan Hurst. Golden showers like Scrooge McDuck. Exactly.
No,
exactly.
Scrooge McCuck.
Oh my god.
There's a difference.
How about playing the trailers here? You want to see? I guess Teflon Ron didn't see. All right, we'll play. Oh boy.
Yeah, do it. I'll watch this time.
All right, yeah, you gotta watch.
We'll
play this trailer and then
wait. Let me play the actual video file.
Oh, let's see if that works.
That'll be.
What if it lags though?
It won't because I've done it before.
Good.
Yeah, Phil. Damn.
There it is.
Trust the man.
Oh yeah, looks great.
There you go.
There it is. Forsaken Gods. Back at today, everybody.
I missed like the last 10 seconds of it. Would you play that again?
I knew you would say that.
I'd love to be able to draw with this kind of energy. Yeah, it's a lot of energy going into this book. Kick-ass. Awesome trailer.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll be seeing more of this piece, maybe colored up by Luke himself.
Looks good. That. I like it. Beautiful.
Kick-ass,
hey,
guys.
Tell you what, hold it there 2 seconds.
All right. I'm scared.
Just hang in it now. I'm not doing anything weird.
What are you doing?
It's like a screenshot. Taking a screenshot of it.
No. I was just gonna mess with the contrast a little. See if I couldn't make it pop more.
Great job.
Have you got like a folder full of those things, Phil?
Yeah, you could have them on StreamYard. There's a bunch of them.
Oh, really? All right.
Did it change? Did it show up different? It's it's dark.
Oh yeah, it looks
Ooh,
good.
that
I
looks
like
darker.
it. A little
There
darker.
you go.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right,
Beautiful.
follow Tommy at Tommy the Comic Guy on Twitter. He's gonna be posting this, I'm sure. And like and sub to the channel. We're monetized now, people. We did it. Thank you all
Congrats.
for watching. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's been a long road. And back this book. Tell your friends about it. And we're gonna get out of here. I'll play the my trailer as we leave, and then we'll take off.
Everybody, stay fresh.
Everyone in the chat, thank you for complimenting me on everything.
Yes, thank you, everyone in the chat. Stay fresh, chat.
Yeah. All right, hey guys, we'll see you later. Bye.
From Zaid Comics comes The Lost Pages 2. This time we follow the Silhouette, our ghostly avenger who brings justice to the streets of Chicago. Ever searching his haunted past while chasing a new supervillain, El Dorado. The golden menace whose powers rival the city's avenger. But the minds of the scum and the souls of the vile know nothing of the darkness shrouded within the Silhouette. Only on Indiegogo.
This kid's definitely on crack right now.